I'm Rabbi David Rose. I'm the Orthodox Rabbi in Edinburgh, and I'm also the co-convener of the Edinburgh Interfaith Association. Celebration is very important in Judaism. We have lots of different festivals, each commemorating often a historic event or a part of our relationship with God. Our rabbis tell us that the divine presence only rests on someone that is happy, only rests in the midst of joy. But the real issue of celebration in Judaism, the way we celebrate festivals or the way we celebrate the Sabbath, is the idea in Judaism of bringing spirituality down to earth, of taking physical objects and enjoying them and using them for God's purposes. And our rabbis also say that when, after someone passes away, they get to the heavenly court, one of the questions they'll be asked is, did you enjoy everything you had the ability to enjoy? Did you use God's world in a way that you enjoyed it? And that comes to the idea that we take a physical object like food and drink, and we use it for God's purposes. We enjoy ourselves, we have physical enjoyment, and that way we can serve God. So on the Sabbath or the festivals, we have a obligation to have nice meals, for example, during that day, to wear nice clothes. It's often on festivals we have a obligation, or it's a custom to drink meat, to eat meat and to drink wine. And to enjoy ourselves. We even have a festival where there's a custom among some people to get drunk, though not everyone agrees with that. So that is part of the idea of that this world is not only about being spiritual, but using our physical bodies that God has given us, and using the enjoyment that God has given us to enjoy ourselves, and that way serve God. So how do we serve God in that way? What we do is, for example, on the Sabbath, we not only have a nice meal, but during the Sabbath meals we will sing table hymns that will praise God. Or we just had the happiest time of the year, the Festival of Tabernacles, which is called the season of our rejoicing, where the mitzvah, the obligation, is to be happy. But we are happy by going out and living in a booth for 7 days because God commanded us, and eating and drinking in that booth. And by eating and drinking in a way that God commanded us, we are actually serving God and using our physical senses to serve God in that way. It's not about simply hedonistic enjoyment. It's not about serving yourself. So for example, the Torah, when it commands us to celebrate the festivals and to be joyous, we are also obligated, commanded to invite guests, to invite the poor, to give charity to the poor, to enable them to enjoy the festival. Again, on the Festival of Tabernacles, we have, if you like, 3 groups of people that celebrate with us. We have our families, we have spiritual guests, which are the patriarchs of the Jewish people, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, who we symbolically invite. But we are also meant to invite physical guests who are also God's guests, like someone that doesn't have anywhere else to go, the widow, the orphan, someone who may be lonely. And that way we, again, serve God by celebrating, by eating and drinking. And it's not just serving ourselves, but it's using these things to serve God.